So soft vibes have really taken over Australia as far as I believe they're one of the most versatile lures in the country, and they catch fish from freshwater to salt in the rivers, current, dams, lakes, everything. They've been really working on such a variety, and Spanyid Sniper Vibe have come up with so many different sizes, colours and weights to suit everyone. So we're out here chasing barra on Jocumsen Dam, and I'm going to use the biggest one there is. We're fishing deep water, and they eat big bony brim here, so that imitates that perfectly. Now I could go yellow belly fishing, sooty, all sorts of freshwater fish, and I'm going to downsize to the smaller guys. So black's a great colour in all of our southern dams and lakes for bass and yellow belly, and this little guy's perfect for it. You can hop them off the bottom. They imitate a yabby or a red claw on the bottom, and then I can also go, all our lakes have bony brim. I can downsize even for barra, jewies, flathead. It just catches such a variety of fish, and you really need to check them out. So it's the Spanyid Sniper Vibe. Now this is a really important one, is how you tie it on. You can't tie it direct to right to your line tie there. You want to tie a loop knot to give it the best action. So I'm going to tie a loop knot straight to my Oceana leader and braid again. All right, so we're going to put what you call a granny knot into your leader, just like that. So you got the loop through your line tie. I'm going to pull that loop down towards there, and basically just going to tie a knot, regular knot above there. So I'm going to go 4 times around, and then you're just going back through that loop you created. Cut that line tie off, and that's going to give you that loop knot there, and let this lure do what it needs to do and give it the best action. Alright guys, now that I've got my Spanyid Vibe tied onto my braid leader, I'm going to show you how I fish it and how to cast and really maximise the versatility of this lure. So I'm going to put a big long cast out, and it's all about covering ground. You want to be in the strike zone for as long as possible. So if you're doing short casts all day, you're only covering that amount of water. So I want to be doing big long casts. I've got a Shimano 4000, a nice long T-curve spin rod, and I'm going to put huge casts out there. Right, so that's gone a mile. So I'm going to cover all of that ground, and as you can see on the bank, those rock piles, they continue out onto this point, and now I'm going to work this lure back over those rocks. Okay, now I'm going to let it sink down onto the rock bar. The fish are on the bottom holding onto those rocks. I'm going to watch that line till I get that slack line, make sure it's on the bottom. Going. Okay, so now it's on the bottom. Now I'm going to use small, short, sharp hops off the bottom. So I'm going to keep a tight line. Now I'm going to let it fall back to the bottom. And I'm going to actually use my rod to hold the weight of that lure, so it doesn't just plummet to the bottom. You want to actually hold the lure up and let it naturally fall down, because they're going to look up, think it's a bait fish falling on top of their head, and that's when you're going to get the bite. Let it fall. If you're using those short, sharp hops, it's not working, try one big snap, let it hit the bottom. Double, like that's a double snap. That really looks natural. You can try a big draw, just a big slow draw. Let it fall back down. There's so many ways to fish this thing. You can burn it up off the bottom and then kill it, burn and kill. So you're burning it for probably 3 meters off the bottom and then killing it, letting it fall back down. Okay, with the Spanyid Vibe, it's actually got a vibration to it. You don't really need to give it the action. It's actually got a lot of action itself. So when you get it on the bottom and you draw it, you should feel that through your braid leader. You should feel that lure vibrating. So when I draw up, I can feel it. I can feel it swimming, and that's perfect. If you can't feel that, bring it in and cast again, because that's everything. Let it on the bottom. I'm going to draw it up. I'm going to let it fall. Just keep in contact with that lure all the time. A massive barra over a metre will feel like a little tick on the end of your line, so you've got to really concentrate, be ready for that all the time. Just mix your retrieves up, try some small hops. You're going to try a big long draw. All the time, I'm always putting it back to the bottom. I'm always making sure that lure hits the bottom.